Hey, you lukewarm egoists. Subscribe to Suki. Or don't. Be a joke of a striker all your life if you want. Or be a strong egoist by subscribing right now. Your choice.
Itoshi, Sae, and Hugo are two characters in Bluelock who are well received in the community in a mixed way. Both of these compelling midfielders who look like each other have similar philosophies and playstyles. So today we will analyze the similarities between these two characters and figure out their philosophies, if they are the same, and would Sae Itoshi agree with Hugo's number 2 personality. Sorry for those who thought this was going to be a versus battle from the thumbnail, but if you can read, you should have known what this video should have been. So let's start off with the skill sets to satisfy those people in the first place, because Sae Itoshi is still way clear of Hugo as of chapter 333. If this video did not come before chapter 334, I did not read it, so I cannot include any feats from there. My reason is we have no shooting or dribbling feats from Hugo. Sae also just has better passing feats, being able to adjust his passing style for different players like Cho, Sendo, and Shido. Hugo's defensive feats, while it is cool, it could have been done by anyone. I don't know why Isagi was tripping. Sae did something similar, but from a wider range to make that stop. Last feat Hugo has is stopping Isagi, which Sae did too. While Hugo did it to a stronger Isagi and a more advanced shooting style, Sae could have done the same if he was in his position, since he also has a hobby of analyzing soccer data, which means he could have studied Bluelock like Hugo did. And he did watch all the Bluelockers before selecting Shido to be the striker he chooses for Japan's team. So to wrap up the skill sets, Sae has more skill sets than Hugo, and he is a more complete player than Hugo, and he does everything Hugo can do but even better. Hugo only has one thing over Sae, and that is yapping. For personality, let's start with Sae. Sae Itoshi is known for his icy calmness on the field and rarely shows strong emotion. He approaches situations with precision and confidence. Sae emotionally distances himself from others, including his own brother, Rin. Now for Hugo. He's not loud, not flashy, not ego-bombing like Ness or Charles. Instead, he's observant and reserved. He speaks only when necessary to cook the main character and spends most of his time reading books and researching players off the pitch. On the pitch, he uses his robot sound effects when organizing his players. Process focused. Hugo cares more about how a play develops than stealing the spotlight at the end of it, which, except for when he has to save his team, he would make a compromise like how he did in the latest chapter. He's low-key competitive. His ego isn't explosive, nor is it to be number 1 except number 2. It's eternal. He wants to win and prove himself as the world's second best, but as an equal to the best and be his own number 1, the number 1 who is on par with Loki. He doesn't seem to need the validation of being the true number 1, but his own number 1 instead. Team adaptive. Unlike pure egoist, Hugo is willing to adjust his role if it increases the team's overall efficiency. Mentally stable under pressure. He doesn't spiral emotionally as from what we have seen so far. He is unintentionally a rage baiter, to be quite frank. Stalker. He is like an NBA player trying to guard Stephen Curry. He will guard you from the bathroom, your house. He will watch you every second of the day, Yoriichi Isagi, so careful when you're taking a shower. You never know if your nudes are going to get sent. Motivation. Sae was always motivated by being the world's best striker. Now Sae has changed his dream after coming back from Spain. He is now the world's best midfielder, with one of his short-term goals being to win the Champions League. Hugo's motivation, as far as we know, has always been to glaze the hell out of Loki and make him the world's number 1 striker, so he can be the world's second best. He doesn't view it as second place, but rather it's a means of having the bird's eye view as you control the organization from the second highest spot. You understand the number 1 most of all, and you're basically equals. Unlike Sae, he has an interest in actually winning every trophy feasible, starting with the U20 World Cup. He has an obsession with following destiny. Before I get into what makes them different, let's get into what makes them similar. Their design. Hugo looks like Itoshi Sae, and even his ball protection against Rin felt like it was Sae versus Rin all over again. Both of them are midfielders and New Gen 11 at that. They are both sponsored by Abibas. They both cooked Yoriichi Isagi's goal scoring formula. They both are aiming to become the best midfielder in a sense. They both identify Isagi as the nucleus of Bluelock. Both of them are team leaders and can come up with tactics that makes their teams thrive. Both are holistic, talented learners. Now for the differences. Sae is more of an offensive midfielder, while Hugo is more of a defensive midfielder. Hugo laps a lot, Sae does not. Sae doesn't believe in destiny, while Hugo does. Sae is a freedom type and Hugo is a restrictive type of talented learner. Hugo is a D1 glazer and Sae is a D1 hater. Hugo embraces being the number 2. Sae isn't trying to become this world's second best midfielder. Sae is trying to become the world's best number 1 midfielder. People think being the midfielder means being number 2. That is not the case. Sae's passion of being a midfielder was always there since he was a child, so he was always meant to be a midfielder. Him being a striker was something he felt he had to do, not that he wanted. It's like a college student. They may go into college for a major but ending up finding their true passion along the way. It's sort of like my college journey. It's one of the reasons I resonate with Itoshi Sae so well. Itoshi Sae is someone who has no intention of being anyone's number 2. It's like Snuffy. He is the world's best even though he can be both a striker and a midfielder. Lionel Messi has won the Ballon d'Or so many times and is considered the world's best as a midfielder, not a striker. Yes, 2 world's best can exist from different positions like Kuroko and Kagami, but the thing is Hugo, while he tries to reaffirm his philosophy isn't number 2, it still is, as he wants to see the world from the second highest spot. That is where these two differ. Sae wants to be at the highest spot. He loves having full control, not to anyone else to take a backseat to. He wants everyone to take a backseat to him. He wants to be the number 1 driver. He wants to be the world's best who controls the team to his greatest desires. He will settle for nothing less than seeing it from the world's highest spot, not the second. So for those saying Sae is like Hugo and would agree with his philosophy, you are wrong. Their conversation would be the same as when Sendo talked to Sae about their differences, which Sae later humbled him. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this short video working on an Avatar video and Nagi Part 4. Whichever comes first, whichever comes later, comes later. But until then, stay blessed, Suki out.